What are your thoughts on Crawford's performance?
I think he did great. It's a tough fight for him, but he did it. You know, 4-time unified champ. Well, not unified, but 4-division champion. That's good for him. You know, he deserves it. He's been around as long as Danny been around. They come from 2018 from you know, the trials and all that, from the Olympic trials, 2018. I mean 2008. They come from that class of 2008. Him and Danny and all. But when Danny beats Lara September 14, we can do something. But we're gonna worry about Lara right now. We're not gonna just push him over like a. He's an old guy, but he's still there.
Not getting
so we're not gonna. No, we're not gonna take him lightly.
Right.
I'm not gonna say he old because I'm not gonna say that.
I give Crawford a lot of credit.
What we're gonna do is September 14th. We're gonna show the world. We're not taking him lightly, but he ain't beating us. And I say us because I fight with Danny with the spirit. I fight with Danny. I fight with Danny in the ring with the spirit. That's what I say, us. He ain't beating us.
And we've heard that on multiple occasions. He said you're fighting in there with your son.
No, you're right.
Very clear. You have the love that you have for your son, the confidence that you have.
No, you're right. Yeah.
It's kind of like one.
It's one for all. 3 Musketeers. But we're not 3, we 2.
We need to get that 3 Musketeers sponsorship.
Yeah, 2 Musketeers.
Yo, Saquon Jones with the Boxing Boys. Good to see you again, Danny. Last time we saw each other, you were in the Barclays against Benavidez. This fight has been brewing for like 2 years. And I've never seen, like, usually when fighters are brewing this long, when they see each other, there's a lot of animosity between the 2 fighters, but that wasn't there. Can you explain, you know, how much disrespect, even though there's been this talk about this fight for a long time?
No, I mean, it's always respect. He's another man like me. And, you know, I'm a vet in the game. I ain't got to go up there and act tough. I know what I could do. I don't got to go in there and get in his face and push him around. In my heart, I want to whip his ass, of course. But if you want to shake my hand, I'm going to shake your hand, you know, as a man. But in my head, I'm trying to fuck you up. But, you know, but I'm going to still be a professional, you know. Show respect.
Can I say what the streets are talking about right now? The streets are saying that you fat, you not fat literally, like you're doing well, you're doing the real estate, you got the barbershops.
Like healthy.
Yeah, like you know, the hunger might be going for this fight. Laura's been out there for like 2-3 years straight. How are you and Angel? How are you and your dad?
He didn't fight 2 years too though.
Yeah,
his last fight, he fought on the 8th in March. But before that, he didn't fight 2 years too.
Yeah, I'm only saying that because Howard says it's tough to get out of bed with silk pajamas, silk sheets, you know. So.
Yeah, but
Scarface.
Yeah, how would y'all?
Now we got breakfast made for you early in the morning. You get right up. Look.
We need that.
We waited 2 years. Look how red his face is now. Like
we waited 2 years, but it was not because we didn't want to fight.
No, I know.
It was because the boxing world was going some other way.
Yeah.
I always had the passion to fight, right? I'm a fighter. This is what I do. I love boxing. Am I hungry as I was when I first started? Of course not. You know what I mean? Nobody is. You think Canelo was as hungry as he was when he first started? He probably don't even have to box ever again.
Yeah.
But he's here. Why? Because he loves boxing. Why am I here? Because I love fighting. You feel me? And at the end of the day, when you do what you love, it's not about the money. Like, I never was like, yo, I'm gonna go fight, I'm gonna make money. I never chased the money.
Okay.
I was just doing what I loved. As a kid, that's all I know how to do was fight. So I'm here because I want to fight, and I want to give the fans a great show and win this 3rd title. And yeah, I get a reward after. But sometimes when I knocked Amir Khan out, I forgot to go get my check. That's how happy I was. I was happy I knocked him out.
Do you ever sit back and reflect on everything, the whole journey since the beginning, you and your father?
Man, I was looking at pictures the other day, just like, you know, I was like, damn, this shit really, like, I got emotional just looking at my pictures as a kid. To now, it's like, because this is like a real journey, like, you know, and it goes, and like when everything's going so good for you, like it's going fast, You know, one day I was 10 years old, and then I was 25, now I'm 36. I'm like, hold on, let's slow down. I ain't trying to be 40 yet.
Yo, who's gonna be better? Who's a better middleweight from Philly if you become champion? Who's a better middleweight, you or Bernard?
Bernard had 20 middleweight defenses. I'm trying to do some Duran shit real quick. Just trying to go up there and steal a belt. Some Kodo things real quick, go up there and steal a belt. No, Bernard, one of the greatest middleweights of all time. You can't compare me to that.
Chad,
What do you think about this fight, Danny? What do you think about this fight of Canelo Berlanga? Again, maybe you probably answered that, but I just got here a little bit late. But what do you think about this fight? You know, as well, fans have been very critical about this fight. Obviously, we didn't get Canelo Benavidez.
Might be the fight of the year.
Honestly, this is a great fight. you know, Canelo is a legend taking on a young, hungry fighter. Okay, it's not Benavidez, but Berlanga is a threat. He's young, he's strong, he's bigger than him, he's hungry, he has everything to gain. Canelo has everything to lose. You know, it's a Puerto Rico versus Mexico rivalry. It makes perfect sense. It's a marketable fight. And you gotta understand, boxing is about what can sell, you know? And Puerto Ricans love boxing, Mexicans love boxing, and that's what it's all about. It's about an event. It's an event, you know?
You always tell me every time a fight ends over there at the T-Mobile Arena, you're like, I want some money. You just told me that right now.
Oh, yeah, I won
so
on
how
rail.
you gonna bet on this fight?
I mean, if I had a bet, I got to bet against the odds. I got to bet Berlanga. That's the only way you're going to win money, you know? And, you know, Berlanga's my guy. You know, we have fun together. Outside, you know, we be outside together, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I consider him a real friend. He's been in my house. You know, we've been on yachts together, having fun. So that's my bro up there. You know, I'm proud of him.
You think he can knock Canelo out?
He has the power to. He's got to go in there. Like, you know, boxing's all right here.
Spiritually, mentally.
Boxing's all right here. If you believe you can do it, you can really do it. You know, because, you know, Canelo has been beat. You know, he's not unbeatable. You can beat him. You got to believe. But, you know, it's a mountain to climb because it is Canelo. You know,
Never been knocked out.
Canelo's a dog. That's
He
one
been
thing I
hurt,
can say.
but not knocked out.
Canelo's a dog. So in order to be somebody like Canelo, you got to really believe in yourself because he's a vet.
Last one for me, Danny. There was rumors and talks a couple of weeks ago, and Angel, you can chime on this one. Gervonta versus Shakur, and then now they're saying Shakur Loma. What do you think about that fight of Gervonta and Shakur? Possibly won't happen right now, but it could happen.
I think that's a great fight. That's a fight the fans want to see. And that's a great fight, you know. I like Tank. I think Tank is too strong at that weight for anybody.
40,
But skill for skill, I think it's a great fight.
Danny,
Appreciate it, Danny.
35.
Appreciate it.
Obviously, you've been out of the ring for a bit. Has there been a fighter that you've studied and watched and sort of emulated, you know, going back and storing now that excites you?
Who excites me? Like, go back in time and just watch any
No,
fighter?
like recently, since you've been out of the ring, is there a boxer
Oh,
that
right
you've
now?
liked right now that, you know, really excites you?
Right now, I like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is one of my favorites.
And is he on your
I like
Mount
him.
Rushmore?
You know, he's a funny guy and he got skills. I like Usyk too. I like both of them guys.
What do you think about the rematch?
I think that's a great fight. I mean, it's just Tyson Fury is so skillful. It would take a guy like Usyk to beat him.
Champ,
I mean,
so you don't feel like going into this fight, the ring rust, you know what I mean, moving up in the weight class, you don't feel like that plays a disadvantage for you at any point?
At the end of the day, boxing's all about here. You know, if you put the work in, and you believe in yourself, if you put the work in, you believe in yourself, anything's possible. You know, you see I'm the same size as him up there.
Right.
He's not bigger than me.
So if you win this fight, are you going to stay at 160?
That's a good question. I might steal that belt and retire. Say nah. Nah, messing around. I don't know. Whatever comes my way. You know, right now I'm just focused on this fight, and I want to be a 3-division world champion. That's my dream, to be a 3-division world champion. That's why I'm here today. You know, so make history.
Are those dreams will keep fueling your passion? Because you sound like a very passionate fighter. You talk about a lot of the fight. But are these dreams of becoming a 3-division champ, is that what keep fueling you to have that passion?
Yeah, definitely. That's my dream. My dream is 3-division. Only a few fighters can say they won 3-division. 2 is good, but a lot of people did that. 3, you instantly on the Hall of Fame.
Nice.
You know, so that's what I want to do.
Danny, you've been eyeing this fight for some time now, for about a year and some change.
I've been watching Lara fights for 2 years straight. Don't ask me if I'm ready or not.
There you go.
What did you take from this bout against Michael Zalaf? Like,
You really can't take nothing from that, you know, because he stopped him in, 2 rounds? But I do watch the fight before that a lot, the Sullivan fight. And that was on the Gervonta Davis undercard against Rolly, I think. And I was there that night. And that's when like Errol Spence and Ryan Garcia did the bet for 20K, and I was the one saying, but it's a different story. And when I watched that fight that night, I knew I could beat him. So I said, I want to fight him.
What did you see in particular?
I just looked at the fight and I said, I could beat him. And, you know, so I asked for the fight and I got it. I had to wait 2 years, but I got it.
is he the same fighter he was a couple years back? He is 40 years old.
Now, he's still a dog. Lara's a dog. You know, he's been knocking people out, even though the guys have been knocking out is unknown. And nobody really knows him, but he's still 40 years old knocking people out. So he still got to take a pop. And he's a crafty guy. I mean, he's one of the most skillful boxers, you know, in the last 10 years, if you ask me.
How's the Puerto Rican school of boxing going to beat the Cuban school of boxing?
You know, see, I got the best of both worlds. I'm Puerto Rican and I'm Philly, so I come, you know, I got, I got the Puerto Rican heart and the Philly skill combined together, and I feel like you can beat anybody.
Danny, what advice would you give to a young Berlanga in this position?
I would just say take it one day at a time. I know things can get overwhelming because you wake up every day, you got this big fight ahead of you, and you know you might get anxious, anxiety. I would just try to say, you know, stay around people you love, stay around people who care for you, genuine people. You know, put the work in, and just think about it like another day in the gym. Don't think about the stage. If you think about the stage, you might get.
Do you think people are, because of the layoff, people are sleeping on you with this fight?
You know, there's always going to be questions. You know, there's always going to be questions about anything. You know, even when I was active, he's the underdog, he's going to lose, this, that. There's always going to be something. So that's what makes boxing interesting. You just never know. You just got to sit back and look for the results.
You're very the last time we saw you in the ring, you know, you put on a great performance, a boxing source. Shout out to you and your dad, Angel, man. You know, you fought David Benavidez Jr. And what made the transition to go to 160? You know, you said the rice and beans. You know.
Yeah. I just want to make history, and this is the only opportunity for me to be a 3-division world champion. It was Lara. You know, he had nobody to fight. Everybody else is kind of tied up doing their thing. You know, the belts is going this way. And WBA said I could do it, so I took the opportunity.
You always come out in some, you know, your attire to the ring is always something fire. This is Philly style in you. What should we expect on September 14th? Some fire you coming out with?
I don't know yet. I might fly in the ring. Say not.
Chan, we
one of the biggest punchers at 40 and 47, but at 54 we got a chance to see your skill set.
For sure.
At 157, are we going to see a combination of both?
Definitely. You know, I plan on coming in a little bit lighter. I don't plan on. I plan on coming like 155 and a half, closer to 154, because without saying too much, I want to be lean, I want to be fast, and I want to feel strong. I'm not really worried about the weight. I'm more worried about myself and how I'm gonna feel, you know, and that's the most important thing for me, is me feeling good.
Speaking of yourself, you're a cerebral fighter, took the tears off. What'd you learn about yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually?
I got a lot of good sleep, I'll tell you that much now. I had 2 kids, I ain't sleep at all in 2 years. So it feels good I can be, you know, just not be a dad and be a boxer for like 6 more weeks, you feel me? So, but you know, I learned a lot. You learn something new about yourself every day. You know, you gotta have patience, I'll say that much. So if you don't got patience, if you ain't got no patience in this game and you ain't got time to wait for your opportunity, then you probably just not meant to be successful, because, you know, opportunities come once in a while. You gotta have the right timing, and the time is now. I get the opportunity to showcase my skills at a high level again, under Canelo and Berlanga. You know, last time me and Canelo fought together, I had the performance of my life. He fought Mayweather, I fought Matisse. And I had 3 of my best performances in Vegas. 2 of them I was the underdog. I beat Amir Khan and Lucas Matisse in Vegas. I was underdog in both of those fights. And I knocked out Brandon Rio. So Vegas has always been good to me. The odds are always against me. So if you want to win some money, go put a couple honey. It won't hurt, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what the odds are. But my luck, I'm always the underdog.
So you on a knockout?
Huh?
Is that better on a knockout?
Yeah, go for the
so
knockout.
You think Lara's underestimating you with your time being out and then moving up
probably,
to his weight?
That probably does give him a little bit of confidence that I'm going up in weight. He's looking at me like I'm smaller, I haven't fought in 2 years. Probably, but you can't ever go off that stuff. You know, once you're a fighter, you're always a fighter.
Your name
I'm coming
is Smith for a reason.
Yeah, I'm coming to fight. I'm not coming to just to show up. I'm here because I want to win.
Chan, do you think you need the knockout to win, or you could beat Lara at his own game, boxing? You know, that outside game.
You know, at one point I think Lara was a hell of a boxer, and nobody could outbox him. You feel me? Like that's how, and he still got those skills. But I feel like today, I had the ability, you know, to outbox him and outfight him if I wanted to.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Speaking of money, what are your thoughts about His Excellency Turkey Elishie getting involved with boxing?
Oh, he's doing great. You know, that fight in LA, brought it back, you know, brought that big fight in LA, it looked sold out. He's putting on great fights. That's what the fans want to see. And, you know, that's great for boxing.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
All right.
Take a picture with you. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
See you on the
You talked about that bet with Ryan Garcia and Errol Spence. Were you shocked when Garcia made that bet?
They were trying to get me to bet. Shit, I'm trying to keep my 20K in the bank. You feel me?
Were you close? Were you close to getting involved?
Nah, I'm cool. I don't bet. I already risked my life when I fight. I'm not gonna risk it again. But I don't know. I guess Rolly thought he could win. I mean, Ryan thought Rolly could win. You never know. It's boxing.
Chad, we recently saw Crawford move up in weight. Do you think he showed any flaws at that weight? And is there anything you picked up from that weight difference that maybe you could add to your fight?
No, I don't think he showed no flaws. He went out there and he outboxed the dude. I feel like the guy put up a good fight. He was strong. He was physical. He did put up a good fight, but he didn't do enough. He wasn't active enough. He hit him with a couple right hands, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Chad.
Appreciate you. Just wanted to dap you up.